Hey, welcome to A Mindful Life. We are here today with the Cosmology of Being, and we're in the third video. It's going to be called Logic 3 or Neo-Logic. Okay? A Mindful Life is a channel about living your truth, becoming your greatest version. A Mindful Life is here offering spiritual philosophical technology so that you can be that, so you can expand and grow and really have a life that you feel proud of, that you feel like, yes, you were authentic. Yes, you did do what you came here to do. Okay? Now, let's get into this video. But before I get into Logic 3, let me just recap, take a couple seconds on Logic 2. Recap. Wallace's cubic is what we're in when we are confusing induction and deduction, and we're going in life as if our inductive thought patterns are deductive. We're in a box. There's no breakthrough. Different places, different faces, but the same old stuff. All right? So I'm not going to go any further into that. You need to watch the video before to get that. Now let's go forward. Neo-logic is the dynamic ecology of heart and reason that forms the basis of mind. Boom. There it is. Let me give it to you again, all right? Neo-logic is the dynamic ecology of heart and reason that forms the basis of mind. And remember, way back, we said that mind is being. Okay? Mind is being. Now, let's move forward. I'm going to explain this to you. Now, as I explain this to you, keep in mind that it's of the heart still. It's of the reason still. So you can't figure out what I'm talking about. If you try to get too intellectual about this, you're going to miss it. This is just to bring it out. Let's talk about the heart. The heart is the womb, or the place, the space of creation. The heart is the vessel that receives the revelation. The heart has an infinite capacity for this. It's the vessel that receives and contains and gets able to hold the revelation. It's the womb of creation. Now, what is the revelation? Let me say what revelation is again, and let me refine it a bit. I'm going to look at it in two ways. One, as far as a verb and a noun. Okay. Revelation is just the process of something being revealed. Period. That's it. Let's leave it right there. Revelation is a noun, is a block of knowingness that comes to you from without, and that resides in your heart. Revelation is a block of knowingness that comes to you from without, and it resides, it dwells in your heart. The block of knowingness doesn't have language attached to it. It's not an idea. Oh yeah, I think this is, no, that's not a revelation. Revelation, as I said before, is accompanied by emotion. So your emotion, a lot of people look at emotions just pure reactivity. We're not talking about fight or flight. We're talking about a process of creation here. Process of logic is involved with this. Emotions, however, are a state of mind. You're being angry, you're being happy, you're being sad. So we know it's a state of mind. It's of mind. Remember, neo-logic is that ecology that forms the basis of mind. So emotion do accompany your revelations. It's a reaction to your revelation, we could say here. So the heart is the receiver. It's the infinite container. You can contain as much as you can, as much as possible. It's infinite within the heart. It's an infinite capacity. The heart also is adorned with empathy and compassion. This is the turning point as well. The heart is adorned. It's part of the decor of the heart. Compassion and empathy. You've heard these statements. think with your heart, come from the heart, right? Be in your heart. Let your heart lead you. To me, this is a mythologizing of the heart, meaning that they are pointing to certain characteristics that are of the nature of the heart, but it's an oversimplification. The heart is just not emotion. So these statements that we hear about the heart are pointing to some truth, and the truth is this, that the heart is adorned with compassion and empathy. So imagine the revelation is dwelling in compassion and empathy in the heart, which is the womb of creation. You see this? Now, reason. Let's talk about this. Reason is the power to use logic. We know this. Reason is not giving you any kind of truth. That's not reason's job. That's been a mistaken thing I talked about before, that mentalizing stuff, which is mistaken. Go back and watch that video. Reason is the sculptor of revelation. Let me say that again. Reason is the sculptor of revelation. It is that which takes this pure block of knowingness and makes it mean something to the outside world. That's what reason is about. That's his job. Now, reason does this through, guess what it is? It does it through custom and belief. It does it through, compassion is in there too, but it does it through custom and belief. This is the proper use of custom and belief. And remember I said in the previous video that one philosopher just sort of copped out and said, oh yeah, most people just use custom and belief and they think it's law. Okay, yeah. No, I told you this before. Custom and belief is no excuse for faulty logic. No excuse. So how do we use custom and belief? We're not saying they're irrelevant. We're not saying they're a bad thing. We're just saying they can't form the basis of truth. Reason uses custom and belief to shape the revelation into a meaningful form that has an impact in the world. Language. It takes revelation and puts language to it. That's reason. It takes revelation and puts a skill to it. That's reason. If you are a musician and you've learned your scales and your chords and these different things, and you've taken this, whoa, wow, I got the song, I know it. Then you go about putting it on that instrument, putting it into that beat, that song. That's reason right there that you're using. You're putting it into a form that's based on the custom. The custom is the diatonic major scale, for example. That's the custom here. So you're using that to take that pure block of knowingness and translate that over into an impactful form that has within it, guess this, empathy and compassion will always be the fragrance of this. You may take that revelation and put that into a visual artwork, a painting. So you got it. Whoa, I got this. You feel it. It's in heart space. You've been blessed by this automatically. The revelation blesses you as a being just off the top. It's a gift to you. But what you've done is you've taken it now. You know color theory. You've got these paints. You got these brushes that are produced in your time, that are produced using the customs of the time, certain pigments, etc., etc. And you're translating that revelation over into an artwork that blesses someone else. That is the purpose of reason. And we could say that for science. You could use certain theorems and equations to translate that aha moment over. We've heard about scientists in the past doing this over and over again, or writers, etc. So this block of knowingness is not going to be impactful to the world unless it's translated over using reason. You've known people that had so great aha moments, great ideas, but they never did anything with these ideas. They never used reason to translate this over. So when we're talking about reason and the heart, this is the ecology that we're talking about. Okay, this is the ecology that we're talking about when we talk about a dynamic ecology. It's going back and forth. All right. So this is neologic. This is how neologic works. This is how reason uses custom and belief properly, deliberately, consciously. Not just if everybody does it, I do it. Everybody does this, so I do it. It's a custom. The custom could be totally wrong. And we could look back and say that was horrible, as we've done in history. Now, custom and belief aren't something that we are a slave to. They are things that we use to create, and this creation has within it the fragrance of the heart. Excuse me, the fragrance of the heart, which is compassion and empathy. Okay? So thank you for coming to A Mind for Life. In the next video, we're going to get into outer forces. Okay, big one. And so relevant for the time, outer forces. Okay, so we're going to get into outer forces in the next video. So we will be off of this branch of the cosmology called logic, and we will be on outer forces. Okay, all right, so that's it. Go back and rewind the video and go through it again, because there's a lot in here. Okay, all right, thanks for coming. A Mind for Life. Peace out.